Hey, this is Liz from Her DIY Dream Home. This is part 3 of my shed build. We're going to work on doing the siding, the trim work, the roofing, and the window. So let's get started. So before we get to work, I do want to apologize. Some days I wasn't actually filming, and then another day my camera just stopped working, so I don't have as much video footage as I usually have. But I think there's enough here to kind of walk through the steps of my shed build. So here it is. So the first step is to go ahead and sheet the shed. I used 4x8 T111 siding. I think I said in a previous video that if I were to do this again, I would sheet the walls as they're lying down and then tip them up, and that is true. I think it would be a lot less work. After the sheeting was all finished, I went ahead and started using trim boards to trim the corners and the base of the shed, and then I also put a piece of trim inside the rafters, and then once that was done, I started caulking. I went ahead and caulked all the nail holes and then all the seams where each of the panels butted up together and all of the joints from the trim that I added. One thing that's not shown in the video is when I added the furring strips for the metal roof that I was going to install. The next step was the painting, and this is where I had the technical difficulties. I thought I was rolling, or I ran out of batteries when I was rolling the back side of the shed, so I unfortunately don't have that video footage available. But I do have some great photos of afterwards. The paint was by Sherwin-Williams. I had actually gone down and gotten 2 gallons of a mist tint paint that was a medium blue, and then I went ahead and purchased some inexpensive black paint to tint it a little bit darker so that I could have this kind of deep medium blue that I liked. So this next part is me installing the roof. I really wanted to be sure that I got my measurements right, so that's why you see me measuring so much. I wanted to have it equally hang over the front and the back and to line up with my furring strips. So that's me doing the measurements and moving it into position. And then I went ahead and screwed down that first row of panels. The directions of the manufacturer, so I did 1 inch in on the pan of the sheets every 2 feet. After that, it was easy. All you needed to do was seat the panel on top of the next one and screw them together. There was a little bit of an overhang so that you could screw through both panels before going into the furring strips. The next step to dry it in is to go ahead and flash the door openings. I used aluminum flashing tape for this. I had a friend help me set the door, and then I screwed it into place while shimming it. Once it was shimmed into place, I used some spray foam to cut all the gaps all sealed, and then the furring strip caused a 3/4 inch gap between the metal roofing and the top of the wall. So I just went in there with some spray foam and easily spray foamed it closed. So that was the shed. I want to thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. My next video is going to be the gaping cage retaining wall here on my property. I can't wait to get that all done and start building. Thanks for watching.